for this activity, I want them to watch a video of a pitch, and then after watching the video of the pitch, they're going to engage in a poll, and they're going to maybe get into disagreements about whether the pitch was good or bad, and then maybe in some Socratic way we can get them to tease out the topics or the tactics that make pitching really effective. So for this, I'm going to add a new activity, and this activity is called a video activity. And again, I added that by clicking on the big plus button, and here I'm adding a video. And this one is going to be called Review an Example. And to add the video this time, I'm just adding some text. So to add a video, you can add a link to a video, or you can upload a video that isn't already on the internet. So you can upload your video and your subtitles, but for this example, I'm just going to add a link to a video. And here's my link. So the cool thing about this activity is that it'll automatically complete for the learner when they've gotten to about 90% of watching the video. Okay, so the one thing that's kind of bothering me about this learning journey is that I've got some themes, but they might not be 100% related, and I want to start organizing this learning journey. So to organize, I'm going to introduce another feature called flows. And as I mentioned earlier, flows are folders that hold your activities. So to add a flow, I can click on this Add New button again, and I can add an empty flow. So one that doesn't have anything in it yet by clicking on this button at the top right here, or I can go down and add an empty flow over here. But for now, I'll just click here. And for this one, I'll call this flow Get to Know the Product. Okay. And I'm going to drag my quiz into this flow. So now that's segmented, and I want to add another empty flow. And this empty flow is going to be, what is a good pitch? Okay. And then I can drag my video activity into this flow. And now that I've got, so the nice thing is that these flows are collapsible. So if you've got multiple activities, it's nice to organize a journey and to kind of like reduce some of that clutter in the learning journey. So next up, we've got our review. So now we need to add our poll activity. And this is where learners can, according to, it looks very similar to a quiz, and then they can vote according to the questions that we've given them. So to add a poll activity, I'm going to click on this Add New button again, or I can actually hover to the flow and press the plus button. And the plus, by doing it this way, I'll add an activity into the flow directly without having to drag it around from out of the learning or out of the flow. So I'm going to add it to the bottom of the flow. And this time I'm adding a poll. And creating a poll is very similar to creating a quiz. So here are some instructions that I just pasted in. And now I'm going to create my poll question. And my poll question is, just copying that over. Okay. And I'm going to give them two options again that they can choose from in the poll. Option 1 and option 2. Cool. And I can add more questions by clicking Add Question, and I can even change the type of question to either single select or multiple select. So if we want learners to vote on multiple things, they can do that as well.